President, this week marks the 26th anniversary of the worst domestic terrorist attack in history, and that was the Oklahoma City bombing. Each year we mark this solemn occasion, and this year we come together to do it again. I remember that day so clearly. It was 168 people were murdered. I remember the thundering cadence of the police officers, the firemen, all the first responders, as they're going into, standing there watching them going into a burning building, risking their lives, and many of them died. I had close friends who died that day, and I know so many others who lost family and friends and loved ones. It was a day that really forever changed our proud state. I was flying my plane back from the Mexican border to Tulsa, and I didn't have quite enough gas. I had to make a stop in Dallas, and I looked up at the FBO, and there's crowds of people around a TV set in Dallas. And I went up to see what they were watching, and I recognized it was our downtown Oklahoma City buildings, and the disaster had taken place, and everyone was watching. And we could have let that moment define us and change us for the worse, but it would have been a lot easier to do that, but that's not the Oklahoma way. 2 Corinthians reminds us to not lose heart in times of struggle and tragedy, and Oklahoma did not lose heart. What arose from the rubble that day was the Oklahoma Standard: strangers helping strangers, giving sacrificially and performing acts of service for each other. And I also want to take a moment to recognize the work of the Oklahoma City National Memorial Museum. For the past 2 decades, they've upheld their charge to honor those who were killed and those who survived and those who were changed forever. So today, please join me as we remember the victims, their families and loved ones, as well as extend our thanks to all the first responders who were forever changed on that April 19th, 1995. Let's honor them by taking a moment to rededicate ourselves to live the Oklahoma Standard embodied in the actions of so many on that faithful day. We owe it to them. Now I yield the floor.